And today on the Empowerment Time Me Project, My Empowerment, we're going to be talking about the benefits of isolation. So, welcome to the Empowerment Time, the Me Project, My Empowerment Time. So I want to talk about some benefits of isolation. And I know during this time, many people think it's a bad thing. It is not a bad thing. So isolating yourself or getting in a place where it is just you and a couple of people, it is not as bad as people are making it. There are a couple of benefits to healthy isolation, and what those benefits are is we can regroup and we can rethink something. So whether it is a mandatory isolation or whether it is voluntarily, we can find many great benefits in pulling away sometimes. So 3 of the top benefits, so take notes, of isolation. You have the opportunity to regroup, discover, and work. I'm going to say that again. Regroup, discover, and work. You have the opportunity, young people, to regroup. A lot of times we start hanging out with people, and because it feels good, because we're having fun, we don't regroup. We don't think about consequences. We don't think about how hanging out with certain friends is distracting us from our work or tarnishing our character. So during this time, regroup. Regroup how you're treating people. Regroup your mindset. Regroup your study habits. Starting to regroup so that when it is time to go back to school or get engaged back into activities, you have already thought about some things that need to be changed or worked on, and you're regrouping. You're giving yourself time and you're giving yourself space to be re-energized, refocused, and you're ready. Discover. Time of isolation will allow us to discover who we are. Sometimes we spend so much time getting to know everybody else. We know all the latest songs, we know all the latest fads, all the latest movies, we know dirt and drama about this person and that person, but how much do you really know about you? And that's why I really do believe that the Me Project is so important. My empowerment time is so important to rebuild and rethink some things that's going to put you on a more productive path. So regroup. Discover some things that you like. Discover some things that you've not experienced before. Discover some things that you might need to change or work on. Discovery is so important because we find out new and meaningful things that help us in our future. Last but not least, work. Work through issues more effectively during this time that you're going to have to isolate. And when I say work on some things that maybe you've been having a hard time with in school. They have sent out, many people have sent out resources, academic resources. This is a resource that you are experiencing right now to regroup and rethink and work on your character development and your personal development. So again, there are many benefits in isolating and finding solitude. Regrouping, discovery, and work. Don't miss these 3 benefits: complaining or spending too much time doing non-productive things. So some of the top things that you can do or achieve during this isolation time. These are some of my top things that I am empowering my young people to do. Create a do list. Every night before you go to sleep, create something that you can do for the next day. This is how we truly limit idle time. And that's time that you're really doing something, but it doesn't equate to anything in the end. Okay? Catch up with some meaningful relationships that school and your social life has distracted you from. If you have grandparents, if you have family members or friends that you have not truly connected with, start connecting with those people that you have either ignored or time and the different things that you participated in just did not allow the connection. Well, this is the time that we can reconnect with some great family bonding. This is my favorite one, rebuilding you. That is why we're calling this the Me Project, my empowerment time. So I want to read a couple of things on my list in regards to refinding you and rebuilding you. And this is coming from the Dressing My Inner Beauty journal, authored by me. But this is an opportunity to rebuild your self-esteem. So many times, because we are engaging in so many activities and we're viewing so many forms of entertainment, sometimes we lose ourselves. As a matter of fact, statistics state that 98% of all girls feel pressured by outside sources, and 97% of all girls look in the mirror and find something that they do not like about themselves. So during this time of isolation, we want you to find you. And the first thing we want you to find about yourself is a healthy self-esteem. And that is thinking healthy about you. So I'm gonna read an excerpt from the Dressing My Inner Beauty journal to let you know how important healthy self-esteem is. It does say that what you think about yourself affects a lot of things. I know sometimes you wonder, what is wrong with me? Why can't I be different? Why won't certain people hang out with me? At times, things look like they're going wrong. And sometimes we feel like we are wearing a big sign on our back that says, "Do not talk to me." Or a big sign that says, "I'm the lame one." Guess what? If you start to think more positively about yourself and realize you are not perfect and that not everyone is going to like you or be your best friend regardless of the reasons, you will quickly see for yourself that life is not over. You can concentrate on your strengths, enjoy the people who do love you, and keep on being the best you that you can be. Self-esteem is so important because if you're going to be successful, you must think successful. This means you must think against stinking thinking, and you must turn stinking thinking into positive thinking. Here's a golden nugget. Most people who think negatively about themselves and their lives have a very difficult time keeping positive relationships. You are a valuable jewel. Yes, you are more valuable than the biggest diamond anyone could find. As you begin to discover the treasure within yourself, nothing will be able to stop you. So during this time of isolation, during this time that we have to pull back from school and activities, we want to find the treasure within ourselves. And so what I'm going to stop for a moment to do is I'm going to stop and I'm going to give you a me survey, my empowerment, how I feel about me survey. So take a moment and get a pencil and a piece of paper, and I will start this survey, and you can pause at any time to think or discuss your answers with a parent or with a friend. Number 1, you're going to write true or false at the end of each statement. Number 1, being myself is important. Write true or false. Do you really think being you is important? Or do you feel being like someone else is most important? Number 2, I feel valued and needed. Do you really feel that other people need you? Do you really feel that other people value what you have to say and value your presence? Put true or false. Number 3, I do not negatively compare myself against others. I do not negatively compare myself against others. True or false? And that means, do you ever look at that one person and say, I wish I looked like that. Why can't I drive a car like that? Why can't my parents be like that? Why can't I wear something like that? I can't stand her, right? So, true or false? Let's be honest. Number 4, I speak up for myself and I easily express my views. That means if someone is bullying someone else, if there's a cause that you really, really believe in, is it easy for you to let people know about that cause with confidence? Last but not least, I feel I am just as beautiful as any other girl. I want you to take out some time, write true or false at the end of each statement, and where you have truths, I want you to give yourself a hand. And where you have false, thank you so much for being honest and transparent, but I want you to work on those statements that you have false at the end of. Finally, what we're going to do is I'm going to give you Tashika's tidbits on having a healthy self-esteem. And those tidbits are, so you might want to take notes. You might want to take notes on the tidbits. Number 1, how to appreciate yourself and how to think healthy about yourself. Tip number 1, be careful about comparing yourself to other people. Sometimes that can make you feel good or even inspire you to improve in some way. However, other times it can make you overlook what you truly know that is good about yourself and cause you to feel bad. That's tidbit number 1. Tidbit number 2, think about times when you've done something good. Include those times when you've made a difference to someone else by being helpful, kind, or thoughtful. Tidbit number 2. Number 3, take part in activities that make you feel good, such as hobbies and reading and sports, or spending time with positive and productive friends. Another tidbit, don't be afraid of failing, that you will not try something new. New experiences can help you grow and discover wonderful things about yourself. So kick fear to the curb. Last but not least, when you do fail at something, don't get down on yourself. Think about what you can learn from the experience and how you can do better the next time. So many of the tidbits and many of the content came from the Dressing My Inner Beauty Journal, authored by me. This was Empowerment Time. Again, my empowerment. It builds your confidence, it builds your character, and it also builds an awareness and experiences that money cannot buy. So stay tuned. I will be posting more and I will be empowering more. Have a great day. Do not forget to subscribe, like, and share. And even if you have a question or a positive comment, please leave it below. Have a great day.